Hey, Oda, Tinakoto, hello and welcome back to Minecraft. I've made a window over there with a B in there with the black and white colours, typical New Zealand colours of course. That's a giant B obviously meaning Birdtross. Just throwing that in there to see if that looks okay, and I'm not too sure that it actually goes with the rest of the build. I'll have to see when I put a frame around it and see how well that looks. If we come over to this side of the window though, you can see that there's this tree in the way, so that tree is probably going to go. We'll have to chop that down, but that will be another day, because today we are working down here with this little pond that we've had going on down here that we haven't done too much with yet. It's very plain looking. There's stone underneath here. We're probably going to keep that for the most part, but I would like to expand it a little bit over here. At least make this bit look a little bit more natural. Maybe some sort of marshy area we can have sugarcane and stuff in there that can look all goods. So I'm going to get working on this, and I'll see you in a little while. So I just wanted to bring you back in to give you a small progress update. I've expanded the area that the lake is going to inhabit quite a bit here. It's now coming all the way up here, pretty much to the end of the natural gap here. I could probably even make it a little bit longer because the land is kind of lending itself to having perhaps some sort of high elevated river system walking through here. Could possibly even connect it up to the sea, but the land isn't really thick enough, and you've got these two hills right here. Going to about there is pretty much what you'd expect natural generation to do, so that's why I've stopped. Yes, so I've tried to keep it as natural looking as possible, and I think I've done a fairly good job, considering if this is a vanilla lake over here. Vanilla, yeah, I guess it is technically a lake, but it's sort of more of a pond. Yeah, so I think this looks quite good. Now what I want to do is make this a little bit deeper so that it's not just one deep like it is over here, and I want to increase the depth over here as well. But just to, I haven't been explaining very well, the reason I'm making it bigger is just so that this river sort of makes it seem like it looks like that it has a little bit more purpose. So I'm going to need to get some stone bricks in here, but yeah, that is what is going to happen in the next montage. You know what? Scratch that idea. I've got this TNT lying around. I might as well use it for something that involves blowing blocks up. Now, I've not actually done this before in this survival world, so this could actually get a little bit hairy. Let's see what happens. You take your flint and steel. Apparently it uses durability. I want to stay ahead of the demolition curve if I can. Oh, not good. Oh, ho, ho. That wasn't actually as destructive as I thought it would be. Oh, it's just kind of done little holes, and it looks like it took out a bit of that as well. I thought it was going to be a bit more spherical rather than perfect cubes. Okay, time to clean up. Okay, I've dug out this thing. It looks pretty natural. That's actually part of the TNT crater, but I decided to leave that there because that's pretty flat right there. It looks good. It's made out of stone, but I'm going to keep it as a stone bed for now. I've got a couple of dirt in there. That's just because where I accidentally took out a bit of stone, I've put some back in. Yeah, I did that over there, and the grass is starting to grow over that where I have the... where all of that over there used to be stone, and I've basically replaced that with dirt. That's a project that I'm doing up there, and it's probably a project that's going to happen with this mountain as well. What I need to do now is pretty much do the same thing I've done over there in terms of increasing the depth of this guy, and do it in here. And I stand at the bottom of what is now an empty lake. I was contemplating switching out the majority of the stone for other materials that you find at the bottom of the lake. Gravel, clay, sand, dirt, that kind of stuff. And I don't think I'm going to do that because the original vanilla lake that I had here was in fact made out of just stone at the bottom. But here we go, here is the lake in its current form. I was thinking about making almost an underground cave area over here so that that connects with the sea, which would make this a seawater, I guess. Which could be fun if I want to incorporate some sort of boat station into the house. Hey guys. But yeah, I'd have to terraform all this out as well and build, probably completely custom build the sort of underground water river cave thing, all custom. And I don't want to do that right now, we just want to keep this to one episode. So next phase, not the final phase actually, there is something else I want to do today. But yeah, now what we need to do is fill the sky up with water, and this is pretty straightforward. You just make an infinite spring. We can do that for an infinite spring. And that wasn't a great example. Oh, going to nighttime. So like I was saying, this isn't a great example because it's not really a large area, but we can actually, in one of the recent patches I believe they made it where you can fill sort of these really large volumes actually very easily. Right now this is the only infinite spring around. That's going to change though. There we go, that's a new one. Oh, there we go. And now that's all full. So that's the very bottom layers. Just wanted to get a little bit of it in. This was done by the creeper explosion. This one over here was a pocket of lava, iron, and I just buffed this one out just to make it look a little bit fancier. So what we do, pretty straightforward, you just do that, and then do that. Does that not fill up? I thought that would have filled up. Made infinite spring. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, no, it did. Okay, I see. I'll do something like that. Put it here. Why you no work? Okay. We'll work this out. So now that's this area cleared out. What about right here? Okay. And if I do right here? I did this for a prank to Rob on the asylum. So you think I'd be a little bit more experienced in this, but apparently not. Here we go. Now you can see the cascade effect. Now this should be pretty easy to do from here, I think. Just need to fill it up. That'll cascade along. Yes-a-doodle. So this is going to take another couple of minutes. I'll probably montage it or cut it out entirely. I'll see what editing me thinks. But we'll be right back once the sky's full. Oh man, I'm still going and it's lunchtime. Why did I have to record this at the start of lunchtime? Oh dear. Well, guess you learn a lesson. If you're going to make one of these long videos, don't do it at 11 AM. Oh dear. Still going to do one layer after this, and that's going to take another 10-15 minutes. By then it'll be 1 o'clock, and I'll be hungry as. That's alright. Gotta get a video out for you guys, even if it means I go hungry at least. You guys are sitting there with your snacks right now, you lucky little devils. I'll see you in a bit. And the place is pretty much done now, just putting some finishing touches on it. I'm going to put some sugar canes in the water like this, right on the edges of here, to make it look that little bit extra interesting, like there's some sort of coral or some sort of swamp vibe going on is the idea. Just going to do it very sparingly though. I don't want it to be a swamp. I just want it to be kind of looking cool. Maybe in these areas where it's extra thick like there. But yeah, for the most part this actually looks pretty good. I mean, it looks very natural. No complaints as of yet. I guess we'll have some soon if things go wrong. Let's put another one somewhere over here. Yeah, like right here, I'm thinking. And that's probably going to be enough of an effect, but we'll have to see once these guys grow up. Well, that's the end of this episode. I think this This lake here is looking pretty good now. Let's just get one final shot of it from afar on top of the hill. I think that'll be a good idea. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this episode, be sure to leave a like. Oh, we're getting into night time. But yeah, wow. Yeah, so just a very light effect there, just a couple of those sugar canes is actually looking really good. Wow, yeah, I'm quite pleased with that, guys. That is it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. Kia kaha, and I'll see you in the next video. Nice one! Oh yeah! Yes! Alright! 2 times combo, so it's all about the points. Suck it! Yeah! I got 2 of them at once! I didn't see a stage clear.